Hello, everyone. Welcome to Donald Jones Stadium here on a beautiful Saturday at the Kiski School. Today we have the Kiski Cougars taking on the Nichols School, and they'll be getting ready to get started here in just a moment, so stick around, and we'll have some varsity lacrosse action for you.
Must not be home.
And facing off is Darrington for Kiski. Then they begin the battle, still up for grabs. Nick Darrington comes away with it for Kiski, heads into the offensive zone for the Cougars and sets things up behind the net. Solaris out to Foster. Up to Neil Pierce. DiGirolamo checks in, as well as Jordan Ackey. Foster faces off against number 9. Nice move. Finds Nathan Solaris for a quick goal for the Cougars. Ben Foster assisted Nathan Solaris. That goal for Kiski coming at 11:16 in the first period. Goal by Nathan Solaris, assisted by Ben Foster. Darrington in the faceoff circle for the Cougars again. Has Commandant and Christian Spawn on his wing. Commandant comes in to scoop up the ground ball. Finds Darrington, who brings it across midfield. And will bring it in to check into the zone for Kiski. Up top to Sam Tackett. DiGirolamo takes the pass from Tackett, gets it back. Number 12 on defense for Nichols. Tackett spins out of trouble. Finds DiGirolamo across the top to Jordan Ackey, gets it back. They play catch with each other. Number 25 on defense against Ackey. He throws it down the alley to Nathan Solaris. Defended heavily by number 31 of Nichols. Ackey will spin out and take it up top. Pushed in against number 25. Foster to Solaris. Nobody running through the middle, has to bring it up top, and it finds its way into the mesh of Sam Tackett. Tackett pushed off his line by number 12 of Nichols. Goes left-handed inside, finds Alex Gardner in the middle. And there's going to be a penalty. Let's see what they call here. It's going to be against Nichols. It's going to be a 2-minute penalty against Nichols. So Kiski will have their first man advantage here with 9:35 left in the first. It's going to start on the far side of the field with Neil Pierce. Behind the net to Foster. Neil Pierce has it wander off his stick. He is able to scoop it up and get it to Aki across to Darrington. To Solaris, has some space, looks for Foster down low. Foster from the X throws it in front to Aki, not able to connect on the pass. Solaris scoops it up, and there's a crease violation called against Kiski. Possession will go to the Vikings of Nichols. 9:05 left in the first as Kiski leads 1-0. It's going to be number 25 who's going to carry it across. Has it checked off his stick by Ben Foster, scooping it up. Neil Pierce, Solaris on the breakaway, able to slam it home for a quick goal from Kiski, making it 2-0. So Solaris with his second goal, assisted by Neil Pierce. So they head back to the face-off circle with Kiski leading Nichols 2-0. 8:53 the time of that goal for Nathan Solaris, again assisted by Neil Pierce. Darrington circle with Commandant and Spawn. It pops out, checked by Caleb Commandant. Gets help from Darrington, still loose. Number 10 pulls it out of the pile for Nichols. Still loose. And coming out of it was number 15, but a nice check from Chris Pierce. Knocks the stick out of his hand and sends it out of play. Kiski will take possession. Nice defensive play by the Cougars. Clayton Halmy will throw it in to TJ Spawn, the goalkeeper, who will methodically bring it upfield. Checks it to Halmy, up to Pierce. He brings it across midfield, met by some Nichols defenders. It's number 15 coming away. Nobody back on defense. It's Caleb Commandant. And the goal scored by number 10 of Nichols for their first goal of the game. Yep. Unassisted goal by number 10. Julian Freeman is the goal scorer for Nichols. So they cut the lead in half. That goal comes at 8:05 on the breakaway. 2-on-1 on the turnover. Nichols' first offensive zone possession, actually. Darrington heads back into the circle.
Hey, I don't ever have to do the horn, right? That'll go automatically.
Coming away with it is number 17, defended by number 31, Christian Spawn. And again, a turnover forced by the Cougars as Nichols throws it out of play. Caleb Commandant this time sends it in to TJ Spawn, who was behind the net. Spawn forced out from behind the net.
It'll be fine.
Thrown midfield, not able to connect with DiGirolamo. And they find number 10, assisted by number 17, for the second goal. Again, on a quick goal turnover, had TJ Spawn all by himself trying to get back into the empty net. And that goal at 7:30, so that we tied up here in the first quarter, about halfway through. Darrington able to win the faceoff, pushes ahead quickly, has the pass broken up by number 28 of Nichols, offloads to number 25, who brings it across midfield, and quickly down the side to number 10 again, this time save made by TJ Spawn. So the Vikings decide not to set up their offense, decided to try and go quick strike, which so far has been good for them. And thrown up and off the stick of Ben Foster. Possession's loose. Solaris hacks at it. Foster comes away with it and slows things down to Nathan Solaris in the corner. Thrown up top now to Neil Pierce. To Aki. All the way to the other side of the field, it's Sam Tackett against number 25. Forced wide and down low to Solaris. Sends it up top to Aki, now facing number 21 on defense. He's double teamed, able to stave off the defenders. Takes the bounce shot. It kicks out, save made by number 37, the keeper. Racing for it is Foster. Still loose, trying to get that ground ball. Coming away with it is Nichols, checked by Neil Pierce and out of play. Nope, it's still live. Sorry, I saw the ball on the ground out over there. Nichols has it. It's thrown back to the goalkeeper at 5:52. Thrown midfield to number 21. And number 10 with the shot, save made by TJ Spawn. So far number 10 has been the trigger man for the Vikings. Brought in from the corner, number 15. Swings it around up top to number 21. The first time Nichols has set up their offense here this afternoon in the first quarter. Clayton Holme out with a stick check. Pressure in number 15 of Nichols. 6 across the 21. Christian Spawn on the defense. And crease violation called against Nichols. Excellent defense by Christian Spawn, able to get a stick in there, so the Nichols attacker not able to make the shot. Chris Pierce, it's loose. Now he's pressured by number 15. Caleb Commandant gets the ground ball thrown behind to his keeper. Cougars start their breakout, looking for Darrington over his head at midfield. And it'll be a turnover for Nichols. Number 2 resets it. Met by Christian Spawn out near the 45. Number 32 carries it down, defended by Holme, looks for the shot, and he's able to make the shot past TJ Spawn for the Nichols Vikings' third goal of the day. Number 32.
Nichols goal number 32, Quinn Rifkin.
Quinn Ripken. Rifkin, excuse me, with an F. Seems to come up hobbled on that, so hopefully he's okay. Nichols takes their first lead of the game, coming at 3 in the first quarter. Coach Spawn switches his wingers, brings Neil Pierce and Sam Tackett in with the short sticks at the wings. Infraction against Nichols. Finds Sam Tackett, who will bring it into the zone against number 25. Pierce across to DiGirolamo. Space cleared out for Pierce. He goes up against number 9. Moves to his left. Up top to Tackett. Down low, Foster. Makes a move from behind the net. Not able to find anybody running through the middle. Has it stick checked away. Thrown out to midfield. Quickly scooping it up is number 25, and he decides to slow it down as the Vikings will set up their offense. Shot by number 25, saved by TJ Spawn.
Saved by TJ Spawn.
Spawn throws it full length of the field looking for Gardner. Finds Solaris instead. He's pressured by number 31 heavily. Finds Jordan Ackey coming on the field. Up to DiGirolamo. To Pierce at the 30. Penalty going to be called against Nichols. Foster, DiGirolamo, Ackey. They're going to force Jordan to his left. Pushed off of his line by number 32, or number 12, excuse me. DiGirolamo fires one. Still loose. And Solaris tried to find Gardner in the middle, but was smothered by the Nichols defense. There will be a penalty, and Kiski will have a man advantage with 1:34. Number 17, 1 minute slashing penalty. Kiski will have their second man advantage here this afternoon. Starts on the far side of the field. Up top to Tackett. Back to Pierce. Quickly down low with the shot is Ben Foster. Right at the side of the cage for his first goal of the afternoon. Tying the game 3-3 with 1:27. Pierce assisting Foster.
Kiski go by number 20, Ben Foster assisted by 42, Neil Pierce.
So Kiski ties it all up with 1:27 on the clock. Commandant and Spawn come in at the wings again on the faceoffs. Darrington still the faceoff man for Kiski. Caleb Commandant comes away with it. Able to stave off the pressure from Nichols. Thrown up top to DiGirolamo, who's going to wait for the offensive changes. Ackey and Pierce join him. Ackey far side to DiGirolamo, back to Ackey and to Pierce. Down low, Solaris finds Foster behind the net. Up top to DiGirolamo. Aki with number 25 in front of him. Moves to his right. Pierce tries it behind the head. Was too close to the net, though. But a nice look from Foster to Pierce. 20 seconds remaining on the clock as Foster will reset for Kiski on the far side with number 13 pressuring. 15 seconds. Aki to Pierce. Pressure is double teamed. Checked up high. Trying to find Gardner in the middle. And out of play. Solaris quickly to Aki and had to pull the trigger quickly, not able to field it cleanly. So at the end of the first quarter, we have a tie ball game, 3-3 between Kiski and Nichols. We'll be back in just a moment with back for the start of the second. We have a tie ball game, 3-3. Kiski, if you're just joining us, wearing their all-white uniforms with the black helmets. Nichols in the all-green with gray helmets. Darrington in the face-off circle. Coming away with it, far side of the field, down the alley is number 9. He checks into the zone, peels back, and finds number 15. We'll see if they try and get it to number 10. So far, he's been their trigger man when they're in the offensive zone. It's number 21 taking his first shot of the game, and past TJ Spawn, out of play at 11:21 with the second quarter. Behind, it's number 10 with Chris Pierce in front of him. Up top to number 25. Darrington against him, forces him left, has some space, not able to make the pass. It was cut off by the Kiski defenders. Caleb Commandant coming out of the pile with it, brings it across midfield, checked, and a penalty will be called. See what the call is going to be. number 25 with a 2-minute tripping penalty. So Kiski with their first man up here in the second quarter. It's going to start right there with number 42, Neil Pierce. Darrington across to Tackett. Tackett back to Darrington. Finds Pierce quickly down low to Foster with the underhanded shot. Puts it past the keeper, number 37, for the first goal of the second quarter. And Kiski regains the lead 4-3. He did.
Assisted by Neil Pierce again, right?
Yep. Foster with the goal, assisted by Neil Pierce. That goal coming at 10:41 left in the second. Darrington into the circle. Commandant and Spawn on his wings. Flicked on by number 9. Number 25 scoops up the ground ball. Nichols sets up their offense. Down the near side and up to number 21. Commandant with the pressure. Now Christian Spawn takes his turn on defense against number 25. Number 10 will switch and come to the point. Chris Pierce on defense in front of him. He carries it all the way around to the other side of the field, throws it behind the net. Number 15 with Clayton Holme on him. Nice play by Clayton Holme, able to create the turnover for Kiski, and quickly up to the midfield is Matt DiGirolamo on the breakaway. Not able to get it across to Foster was the pass from Nathan Solaris. And quickly the Vikings come the other way. It's number 20, the long pole. Takes the shot, throws it right into the ground and over the net. Number 22, I believe. Number 20. Quick restart. Pass cuts through the middle. Running on to save it is number 12 for Nichols. 9:10 remaining in the second quarter. Finds number 10. Defended by Commandant, scooping up the ground ball, number 21. Thrown up top 6. Wants to offload it. Kiski forces him otherwise. Holme comes out and lays down the check. And a penalty to be called again against Nichols. Spawn throws it midfield to Pierce. With speed, not able to connect with Foster near the corner of the net again. But there will be a penalty called. I believe it's a slashing penalty against Nichols. 1 minute penalty for slashing against number 10 of Nichols. Nice check laid by Clayton Holme in the defensive zone. Sparked that turnover attempt and breakaway for Kiski. It's going to start behind the pillar there with Neil Pierce. Up and around to Sam Tackett. To Darrington. Quickly to Pierce. Down low to Foster. Pierce. Darrington to Tackett. Kiski in their hurry up here with the man advantage. Off the stick of Neil Pierce. He collects it. Gets it to Foster. Behind the net, Solaris takes it. Looks for a cutter. Decides to give it to Foster instead. Pierce all the way around to Tackett. He's got space. Decides to take the shot. Save made by the keeper, number 37. And pops to number 25, who quickly throws it upfield and into space. carrying it with the long pole, number 28. Finds his midfielder, number 25. Nice play by Caleb Commandant to force number 32 off his line, trying to get in close to the net to take the shot. And a penalty will be called against Kiski. I think it's going to be called against Commandant. See what the call is here. 30-second holding penalty against Caleb Commandant for his hold down low, trying to resist that shot attempt from Nichols. Number 10 starts the offense back up for the Vikings. Thrown far, or near side, excuse me, to number 10. Had to go off his stick and out of play. Kiski trying to kill this penalty. Sam Tackett resets it quickly. Pushes up the near side of the field along the sideline. Throws it back, looks for help, finds Matt DiGirolamo, who checks into the zone for Kiski. And gives it to Tackett. Kiski's penalty to Caleb Commandant has ended. So the Cougars in the zone with 6:40 remaining in the second. The refs have to confer about something. Just double checking to see where they're going to go after the game to eat, I guess. Who knows? Tackett will reset it. Throws it far side to DiGirolamo. Up the sideline to Aki. They play catch and back to Tackett at the 40. Darrington now makes his run, pushed off his line by number 6. Now in the corner, he's going to carry it behind the net. Turning shot off the post. Nice look from Nick. It's loose. Trying to scoop it up, and does, is number 13 on the ground ball. Finds number 21, who slams it home for Nichols at 5:54. 13 assisting number 21. And that'll tie us back up.
Goal by 21.
Yep, assisted by 13.
How would you pronounce those? 21 and 13.
5:54 the time of that goal here remaining in the half. All tied up at 4.
Even though.
It pops up, still on the floor. Has it checked out of his stick. Turnover created by the Vikings. Number 25 with speed into the zone. And thrown softly at TJ Spawn.
Save by number 6, TJ Swan. How we doing?
Holme now brings it across for the Cougars and checks in quickly. And Solaris will take over possession, throwing it to Neil Pierce. Pierce down the alley, and behind into the corner is Ben Foster. He's going to bring it to the other side. Decides to spin around, trying to make his way to the front of the net. Looks for a runner. Nobody there in time. Gets it to Pierce instead. Back to DiGirolamo. DiGirolamo has number 17 in his face. Tackett now with it. Waits for things to clear out. Tackett pulls up with an injury. Solaris now with it. Tries to find Alex Gardner in the middle. Tackett has it wander off his stick. And he'll go down awkwardly on the turf. So we'll see if he's okay as the trainer heads out to see him. We'll be back in just a minute with 3:50. So Sam Tackett's up, and he's on the bench. We'll see if he'll be okay. But as we reset action here, Neil Pierce with number 2 in his face. Pushes in, spins around, double teamed, still with it, triple teamed. Gets it away to Foster, back to Pierce, down low. Works his way around number 2. Steps back. Spins in, falls down, but still able to get the shot attempt off. And racing for possession is number 28 for Nichols. Vikings reset. They throw it into their goalkeeper. Stick check by Foster. Trying to come away with it is Kiski. Ben Foster does come away with it. Flips it back to Aki. And on the field is number 5, Ryan Pettis. Not able to advance it in to the zone in time, so possession given to the Vikings. Number 10 with it. 2:40 remains. And I think it might be too many men on the field for... Yes, there's 7 standing on the field for Nichols in the offensive zone. So I believe that's what the call is going to be. No, they're just going to change possession. No flag on the play. Thrown back to TJ Spawn. Number 10 is going to pressure him. He works his way around him, throws it out to midfield, finds the stick of Neil Pierce. Offload pass to Christian Spahn, who's going to race into the zone for Kiski, checks into the attacking zone and finds Nathan Solaris. Ryan Pettis to Pierce. And timeout called by Coach Spahn of Kiski. That timeout comes with 2:11 remaining in the half. And the score all game film. No, just like record it for a team. Yeah, yeah. It was just like the video camera. They would just record it to the iPad and then upload it to Huddle. Or yeah, record it from Huddle. After the restart, the timeout from Kiski, 2:11 remains as the Cougars are in their offensive zone. It's going to start with DiGirolamo at the 30. Aki to DiGirolamo. Aki's going to force his way in. Double teamed and pushed around, thrown back behind to Neil Pierce. Back up top, it's Ben Foster with it. Brings it all the way back to the 45. He's going to decide to make a run. And thrown over the net by Foster. Possession will stay with Kiski. A minute 36. Alex Gardner with it. He's going to be double teamed in the corner. In to scoop it up is Foster. And it went in with the turning shot. We'll see if they... I haven't seen a goal. They're going to call it a good goal. Kind of with a turning shot. Yep. Ben Foster on the goal. Unassisted. 5-4 Kiski leads with a minute 23 left in the half. He took a turning shot and it didn't really stick in the net. It kind of hit up near the crossbar, so it bounced out. But a goal is called for the Cougars. Darrington will head into the face-off circle. Command it and Spawn on his wings. Cleanly winning it is number 9 and thrown out of play. And possession will go to Kiski with 1:13 left. Spawn behind his own net. As the clock ticks to a minute, Spawn heaves it all the way down the field. Not able to come away with it is really anybody until number 25 finds it. And Solaris will get called for the slash as that player crossed midfield. It'll be a minute penalty slashing against Nathan Solaris. So with 44 seconds remaining in the half, Solaris takes the slashing penalty and Nichols will have the man advantage. It's going to start on the far side of the field with number 15 down around the 20, up top and thrown to number 21. The Vikings look to move the ball quickly, trying to spread out the Cougars' defense. And thrown out of play, number 10 to number 15. They've had trouble connecting all half on that cross pass across the middle. 25 seconds as Darrington brings it in. Going to carry it himself. Checked by number 12. Pierce scoops it up, and a timeout called by Coach Spawn with 15.1 seconds remaining in the half. The Cougars will take their second timeout, and we'll take a quick break. Sorry. Clock resets, and Nichols keeps possession. And time expires. So at the end of the half, Kiski leads 5-4. And we'll be back after a 10-minute intermission. with the start of the second half.
No.
So we'll start the second half here with the score 5-4. Kiski leads Nichols. Get the quarter set up for you. There you go. Third quarter, 5-4 as it starts. Kiski down 2 men here to start the third quarter. It's thrown behind to number 15. Save made by TJ Spawn. That'll help the Cougars out as one of their penalty players releases. Couldn't connect with Solaris. And offsides called against Nichols. Reset. Nathan Solaris checks into the zone with 11:29. Kiski still a man down. Solaris needs help, but nobody's going to help him. Turnover for Nichols. Nichols will go into their zone with the man advantage. And releasing out of the penalty. So back to even strength. Save made by Spawn again. Ball pops up into the air. Chris Pierce races to the corner. Help from Spawn. And now Halmy bodies his way in there. Pierce comes away with it. Throws it back to TJ Spawn in his crease. Thrown out to midfield. Gardner there scoops it up. Finds Sam Tackett on the breakaway. Checked from behind. Tackett still with possession though. Finds his own rebound. Settles things down in 10-10 on the clock as he checks it to number 10. Nathan Solaris across to DiGirolamo. Pressured by number 17. Given to Solaris. Thrown backside, looking for Alex Gardner, not there. Pierce will scoop it up, 9:48 on the clock as he makes his way behind the net, switches, gets the pick from Foster, tries to find the cutter, Gardner through the middle, and it'll go out of play for a turnover in favor of the Vikings. Time of that turnover at 9:38 left in the quarter. Resetting for the Vikings is number 12. Thrown to his keeper, number 37. He'll bring it up the field. Cougars let him have some space. Brings it across the K. A little bit of confusion if the Vikings were offside or not. They decide to keep possession with Green. Pushing in is number 12. He's defended by Kiski. Shot never makes its way through. Darrington has it. He's swarmed by the Vikings. Number 21 comes away with it. Save made by TJ Spawn, thrown quickly up to Sam Tackett, who pushes it across midfield and will check into the zone for Kiski at 8:53 left in the third quarter. Finds Pierce coming on to Aki. Pierce will work his way down the sideline. Stops up at the 20, gets it to Tackett. Tackett with space. And checked heavily on the shot. Good to see Sam in the game after that injury he had in the first. Appears everything's okay as he takes another check. So he's getting pretty beat up today, but penalty against number 17 for the slash. Kiski will have the man advantage starting at 8:30 here in the third. It's going to start over here on the left side of your screen with Nathan Solaris. Aki across to DiGirolamo. Kiski starts their quick passes. Tackett on the shot. Excuse me, I had to sneeze. Tackett on the shot. Goes out of play. Reset by Ben Foster. Fakes the shot. Goes into work. Close against the goalkeeper. Nice fake from Foster. Unassisted at 8:01. Increases the Cougar lead to 2.
Kiski goal by number 20, Ben Foster, unassisted.
So it's not like hockey where it's like you score on the power play. Oh, if it's a releasable goal, they would.
Well, I mean, I'm sure Slash.
Kiski able to score on the man advantage. They'll keep that as number 17 stays in his for his penalty. So Nichols wins the faceoff. Turnover for Kiski. Chris Pierce out around the 20. Going to throw it up the field to Caleb Commandant. Brings it across midfield. Advances it for Kiski. Finds Tackett coming on from the sideline, who has plenty of space in front of him. Nichols will go back to even strength with the Cougars as number 12 comes on. Foster to Pierce. Pierce all the way around. It finds its way to Jordan Aki. Solaris. Nice pass from Nathan Solaris. Backhanded to Matt DiGirolamo. Solaris assisting DiGirolamo at 7:07. It was a pretty pass from Solaris to DiGirolamo to slam that home.
7-4 is the correct score.
6-4.
Are you sure?
Oh, I didn't add it. That's me. Sorry, I'm scared, Mr. Price. Goal is 7-4 at 7:06. Darrington brings it into the zone for Kiski. Finds Foster. Rolls it across midfield to Sam Tackett. DiGirolamo. Finds Aki. Kiski being patient with their passing here. Tackett with the shot high over the net at 6:17. Possession will go to Nichols. Reset and started by number 28. Throws it into his keeper. He'll go unmarked up the middle of the field. Kiski lets him have it. And thrown out of play behind the net. Restarted by TJ Spawn up to his brother Christian. He's checked. Gets it to Solaris. Spawn throws it upfield. Neil Pierce. Nice play by him to get that out of the air. And gets it to Ben Foster. There's a flag on the play. The goal is good, so Pierce assisting Foster. Increases the Cougars' lead 8-4. That goal coming at 5:33. Pierce assisting Foster. They called a penalty, not sure what they called. They called a technical foul of some kind. I don't see anybody.
I think it's tagging. Maybe just don't want to
Not sure. 5:30 left in the game. Nichols wins the faceoff and takes a Kiski takes a penalty right off the faceoff. Behind the net, Nichols with the free play here on the penalty. Number 25 pressured by Nick Darrington. Put behind to number 10, tries to find a cutter in the lane, defended well by Clayton Holme, getting his stick in the way. And Christian Spahn will be the culprit with the slash. 1 minute penalty for Christian. At 4:52 left in the third quarter. It's going to start on the right side of your screen there with number 15. Wind starting to pick up. Number 9 with a shot, sends it wide past TJ Spahn. The Vikings will keep possession. Number 13 finds number 21 at the side of the net, who rips it home past TJ Spahn. And Nichols will have their first goal here of the half. Kiski wins the faceoff. Darrington back to Jordan Ackey. Ackey gets around the defense and finds Neil Pierce in the corner. 3:55 left as Cougars set up their offense. Tackett with space out to his right. Throws it back to DiGirolamo. Inside, trying to find Neil Pierce in around the net. Goalie's out of his net. Solaris all the way around to Tackett. Ackey moves right against number 12. Gets space and not able to put it in the back of the net. Foster in the corner now after the shot by Ackey goes out of play. push against Nichols. Kiski will keep the ball. Now under 3 minutes to play in the quarter. 2:55 on the clock. Tackett against number 25. Again moves to his right. Tries the bounce shot, saved by number 37. Quickly gets it out of his mesh and up to number 25. And timeout called by Nichols. With 2:34 remaining in the quarter, Kiski leads Nichols 8-5. And after the timeout, it'll be number 15 bringing it in for the Vikings. He'll carry it behind the net. Give it to number 10, who finds number 21. He's defended by Caleb Commandant. .15 gets it back with Halmy in his face. 2:09 on the clock. Thrown back behind the net to number 10. Send it up to the point to number 12. Darrington with the check on him. Knocks it out of his stick before he could take the shot. And pops up and into the mesh of TJ Spawn. He throws it to Caleb Commandant. Commandant able to bring it across midfield and check in for Kiski before spinning out and giving it to DiGirolamo, and he'll make his exchange with Ben Foster now carrying it for Kiski. Foster able to find Gardner with the shot. Not a bad attempt by him. Goes wide, and Neil Pierce loses his footing. Keeps possession, though.
Get out of there! Get out of there! Get out of there!
And the ball boy just hanging out behind the net.
Did you use the penalty? No.
Get out of there!
I mean, that's so stupid. He could get knocked out.
So the refs pause the game, and Kiski will keep possession now. A minute left in the third quarter. Darrington to Foster. Has space to his right, spins back to his left, gives it to Darrington, who switches to the right side. Pierce not able to take the pass from Nick. 40 seconds left in the quarter. Pierce works his way up to the point. Finds Foster out near the 40. Waits for things to clear. Spinning shot into the net of number 37. 18 seconds left in the quarter. Thrown up the field. Spawn finds it. Christian spins out of trouble, and it makes its way back to TJ Spawn, who launches it all the way down the field, looking for Solaris as time expires. Kiski leads Nichols 8-5 as we head into
That's what the next one is.
And we start off the fourth quarter, Kiski leading 8-5 as number 9 scoops it up for the Vikings. Thrown back. He's pressured by Spawn, is number 17. Has to get it up to number 28. Has Darrington in his face, checked by Spawn as well. Number 15 on the far side with Halmy as his shadow. 11:30 left in the game. Behind the net to number 10 with Chris Pierce on defense. Number 9, the face-off man, comes in, finds 15 with the turning shot. It's deflected wide. Possession will stay with Nichols. Number 10 against Chris Pierce behind the net. Nice play by Chris. Knocks the ball loose. Scooping it up is number 6. Thrown up top to the point and into the mesh of number 15. Kiski switches with Spawn heavily defending number 15 now. Not able to let the shot get away. Nice defense by the Cougar. Coming away with it is Caleb Commandant. Up to Pierce. Spins out of trouble. In at the side of the net. Throws it off the side of the net. And the goalkeeper comes away. Finds number 6 in the middle of the field. up to 17, who brings it across the 50 and into the zone to number 21. Behind the net to number 10. 10-15 remaining in the game as Nichols back in their offensive zone. Shot by number 15 goes off of TJ Spawn and out of play. Number 10 on the left side of your screen throws it over the head of number 25. Battle at midfield. Pierce scoops it up for Kiski and takes it all the way behind the net, and he's going to wait for some help from his offensive partners. Foster throws it up to DiGirolamo, who checks in, and up to the point for Solaris. Jordan Aki and Solaris play catch. Aki now clears out for Solaris. DiGirolamo slams it home for Kiski. Solaris assisting Matt DiGirolamo at 9:25. So Kiski leads 9-5 with 9:25 left on the clock.
I added about 10 seconds to this game by mistake. That's all right.
They're going to call possession in favor of Nichols. They're going to say the Kiski player left early on the faceoff.
Out of the box. Yeah, look at that. He just pointed it there. There we go. He's going to tell. No, he's not. That's how partial he is.
Number 12 finds space, takes the shot, and it goes over the head of TJ Spawn. 9 minutes and 8 seconds on the clock.
He's taking over.
Behind the net with it is number 15. Finds number 10 running. And the bounce shot makes its way past the goalkeeper, TJ Spawn.
Was it assisted?
Number 15 assisting number 10 at 9 minutes in the fourth. So Kiski's lead cut to 3 here with 9 minutes left to play. Darrington takes a slash from the Nichols face-off man. Number 9 called for the slash. Kiski will have a man advantage at 8:55. And sorry, it's going to start up here with DiGirolamo coming in from your left. Into Pierce. To Aki. Across to Tackett. Down low, Ben Foster. Trying to look for a cutter in the lane. It's going to be Sam Tackett. He passes on that pass. DiGirolamo to Solaris. Aki. Aki has it go off his stick. It's loose on the field. Pierce finds Solaris. Not able to find Foster in time for him to put it in at the side of the net. So the Cougars spin out. Tackett pushed from behind. Able to keep possession, gets it to Foster. Foster to Tackett with space, finds Pierce. And the shot sails wide. Good look from the Cougars there on the man-up advantage. 7:55. Solaris brings it in from the far side of the field, throws it behind. Back to even strength. Pierce with it now as he heads into the corner. Cougars clear to the other side of the field, give him one-on-one with number 2. With space, nice shot from Neil Pierce. Sneaks it past the keeper and increases the Cougars' lead back to 4.
Kiski School by number 42, Neil Pierce, unassisted.
He bounced that through his legs. That's crazy.
Can you stop saying
That time of that goal from Pierce coming at 7:25 left in the game. Winning it cleanly is number 9. Throws it to number 15. It's pressured by Clayton Holme. Number 10 brings it up. Throws it to number 12 coming onto the field. Waits for some substitutions to come into the game. 6:55 on the clock as he pushes forward, falls down with Aki in front of him. And a push called against Jordan Aki. Possession will stay with the Vikings. Number 25, the ball carrier for them now. Out to 21, who's stick checked by Caleb Commandant. 15 comes across. Clayton steps up. And number 2 makes it 10-7 with 6:23 remaining in the game. Ball's loose. Scooping it up is Clayton Holme. Throws it back to his keeper, TJ Spawn. Thrown up the field, trying to find Alex Gardner along the sideline. He does. Gardner gets it to Pierce, who has it checked out of his mesh. Pressure from Nichols, not able to get away from the Cougars. Neil Pierce, he throws it to DiGirolamo. Finds Sam Tackett coming onto the field. Only has one defender in front of him. Tries to find Solaris cutting towards the net. And a push called against Nichols. It'll stay with the Cougars. 5:32. Tackett double teamed. Tackett throws it into space. The goalkeeper coming up. And I think they got the timeout called before it went out of play. So the Vikings will have possession when we come out of the timeout with 5:13 remaining in the fourth quarter. So Kiski has to hold off the Nichols offense here with 5:13 left.
You see him jump? He's like, what?
Scooping up the ground ball is Caleb Commandant for the Cougars. So the timeout that favored possession for Nichols doesn't work to their advantage as they work to get it back.
They're both so good.
Let's go, let's go.
Offsides called against Nichols. Ref very particular about where feet placement happens, but they reset, and Spawn will throw it at the net, trying to score from a mile away. Possession will stay with Kiski. 4:43.
He's offside. That's a good call for us.
So it was going to stay with Nichols. Now they call offsides on Nichols. So it's going to be white possession. Pierce throws it in. Foster takes the pass from him. Up top to Aki. Across to DiGirolamo. And down to Darrington. He's going to carry it down the far sideline. Makes it cut to the middle. DiGirolamo to Aki. Aki quickly to Foster. Foster works his way around number 17. Open in the lane is number 10, Nathan Solaris. So as the Vikings slide, Foster assists number 10, Nathan Solaris, for a Cougar goal at 4:13.
Goal by Solaris, assist by Foster.
He should be. I'm trying to help you.
There you go. From the baseball game?
After the restart here, the face-off, it's going to be number 6 scooping it up and stripped of it by Christian Spahn, but there will be a penalty called, and it's going to be Christian with the hold. It'll be a 30-second penalty. 4:04 left on the clock as the Cougars lead by 4. Cross to number 9, 15 to 9 to 13 to 21 to 10. 21 with space. See who the shooter's going to be. It looks like it wants to be number 9. He flicks it to number 13, who's just the distributor at this point. I'm not sure he can take a shot with that long pole in the spot that he's in. Back to even strength as the Cougars kill the penalty. No shot taken by Nichols. Number 10 up to number 13 again and around to the stick of number 15. 3:20 on the clock. Holme works his way up to number 15 and into the stick of TJ Spahn on the save.
Saved by TJ Spahn.
DiGirolamo resets it back to Sam Tackett. Nice stick work from the defense of Nichols. Knocks that ball loose or gets in the way of the pass, but Neil Pierce scoops it up, has it knocked out of his stick. Coming away with it for Nichols is number 29, Number 20. Is that a 9? Is it an 8? Looks like number 12 now has it. .220 on the clock as Nichols is in the zone. There's going to be a penalty against Kiski. And turning shot by number 10 goes wide. Timeout taken by Kiski. .30-second penalty against Jordan Ackey for being offsides. Is that what they call offsides? This is preview, and that's the show, like what the people see at home. After the timeout, it's going to be a penalty against Jordan Ackey. I could have swore I heard the referee say offsides, but I don't know how that's a penalty, so I'm not sure what he got called for. But Christian Spahn flicks it on, able to scoop up the ground ball, hacked that by number 21. Finds Alex Gardner. He's pressured by the entire Nichols squad and run over and out of play as things are getting a little bit heated. Nathan Solaris steps in to the aid of freshman Alex Gardner. Kiski will go to defense against Nichols. 1:30 left in the game. Shot pass. Gets past the Nichols attacker.
That's him saying, "The hell are you arguing for?"
1:10 on the clock. Number 21 takes the shot. Save made by TJ Spahn. Chris Pierce battles for it. And possession will be given to Kiski. 59 seconds on the clock as Jordan Ackey scoops up the ball to restart things. Thrown all the way across the field to keeper TJ Spahn. Thrown at the net. And TJ again trying to score from his side of the field. Kiski races to save possession. So it'll be Solaris pressured and now double teamed by Nichols. He's just going to try and kill the clock. Thrown back to the point. Nobody's there. Waiting for it at midfield is Clayton Holme, who gets called for offsides. Number 12 running in and throws it wide. Kiski keeps the ball. Spahn up to Ben Foster at midfield. Just thrown into space as the Cougars look to kill the clock and close out this game. And they do. So in the first game here this afternoon, Kiski defeats Nichols 11-7, and the Cougars will go into the championship game tomorrow. There's going to be another game right after this one. We're not going to stream that. It's going to be New Albany taking on Peters Township. The winner of that game will play Kiski tomorrow, and then the loser of both games, so in this case it'll be Nichols taking on the loser of the next game tomorrow. Those games happen at 9 and 11 tomorrow. So join us again tomorrow for the championship game. Kiski will take on the winner of Peters and Albany. Thanks for joining us as always on Cougar Game Day, and we'll see you here tomorrow.